up on Mornings on the Hill. SU is administering vaccines. Find out how you can get yours.
Syracuse libraries are putting on virtual events all week. Our Sally Walkup has the latest.
But before that, a new restaurant is open on the Hill. We have the details ahead.
All that plus your weather and sports coming up on this edition of Mornings on the Hill.
Good morning, I'm Troy Rose. Thanks for joining us for Mornings on the Hill.
And I'm Dan Baldwin. Here's a look at some of the stories we'll be talking about in our second half hour.
Student vaccinations are underway on campus today. SU received 1,600 doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Our Kayla Britt spoke to students who says this is well needed.
Good morning, guys. The COVID dashboard shows that we have 169 active cases, with 15 of those being new COVID cases, and we also have 352 students in quarantine. We may see these numbers go down sooner than expected with the COVID-19 vaccine being on campus. Doria Lacey is an IA and says she's excited to be safer while interacting with students.
So many of us are going to campus, if not every day, at least like once a week anyway. So it makes sense for like students to be able to get vaccinated so that we can all like ensure at this point that we're going to be safe.
Lacey believes the more students vaccinated means the sooner campus can have more normalcy.
Like it'd be advantageous, I think, like for us to all be able to like commune together and not have to worry or stress about like, am I going to get like COVID being around this person because I don't know who they hang around when they're not around me, kind of thing.
Graduate student Tara Arya believes the campus convenience is a great incentive.
It'll probably encourage a lot more people to go get it since they don't have to worry about transportation, getting there, looking at your class schedule, when can I go do this?
She says this will help campus move forward.
By starting it now while people are already here, it's just going to make everything easier when they come back in the fall.
Even though some students may feel restless about the COVID-19 precautions, Dr. Latoya Benita-Stevens says the vaccine means there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
You have been diligent so long. You've been hanging in there. You've quarantined. You've been in the house. You've been wearing the mask, staying 6 feet apart, doing the right thing. We just need you to hang on just a little bit longer.
Stevens said the vaccine will also be important for travel in and outside the country. If you would like to register to get the vaccine on campus, you can do so through the Barnes Center. Reporting live from the Quad, Caleb Britt, Mornings on the Hill.
Yesterday, all adults in New York became eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine. Syracuse expects to receive and administer COVID vaccines on campus. The Barnes Center will begin to vaccinate students who pre-register. Here's what you need to bring to your appointment. Students should bring the form confirming their appointment time, their SU ID, proof of their identity, proof of their local residence, and their insurance card. The university is requesting that all students upload documentation of their vaccine once they receive it. Students can do this on their health portal through the Barnes Center.
In other COVID-related news, Syracuse University is mandating twice-a-week testing for all North Campus residents. In an email sent to students, SU Public Health Team outlines specific days for each dorm to get tested. And to avoid long lines, the Stadium Testing Center is expanding its hours on Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
A few lucky Syracuse City high schoolers will get the opportunity to experience a collegiate classroom setting. 36 high school juniors will have the chance to take classes with SU's summer college program. With support from donors, students can start college prep early. The juniors will get to explore potential majors on a college campus. During a news conference held yesterday, Syracuse Mayor Ben Walsh said these types of programs in the city will leave a lasting legacy on the community.
We need to make sure that our kids have all the tools they need, and also understand that there are different pathways to progress. It may be graduating from high school and coming to Syracuse University to get your degree. It may be going through a CTE program and graduating high school and going right into the workforce. The goal is to provide as many pathways and to support our kids with the various partnerships that we've discussed today.
Free college at syr.edu.
The Maxwell School of Citizenship is top dog once again. The U.S. News and World Report survey ranked Maxwell the #1 public affairs school in the country. For 25 years, the SU News has been ranking public affairs schools. Maxwell has ranked #1 every time, except once. Syracuse University is now inviting prospective students back to this beautiful campus. Campus administration is now hosting in-person tours. The university will host 100 tour guides and plan to bring life back to campus. The tours are open to admitted students only at this time, and tours will have a maximum of 4 parties, including 1 student and 1 family member.
And if prospective students needed one more of an incentive to come to SU, the iSchool is adding 2 new undergraduate majors for the upcoming school year. The 2 new majors that will come in the fall are Applied Data Analytics and Innovation, Society, and Technology. Director of Undergraduate Programs Bruce Kingma says the new programs are coming at the perfect time where ethics are playing a larger role in big tech companies.
Information, politics, all this kind of ethical use of information, biased algorithms. There are a lot of companies that now have ethics officers or people that are on top of this. Facebook is hiring a lot of people because they knew that they don't quite have it right and they need good people like this to help them out.
SU students, faculty, and staff have a new place to eat around campus after a popular restaurant chain opened its doors yesterday. Our reporter Manny Martinez tells us why the chain moved in and how students are reacting.
The new food spot in the Marshall Street neighborhood, Five Guys Burgers and Fries, opened its doors to customers yesterday morning. Director of Operations Bill Rabbit says the chain was eager to move into the area.
We have 4 stores in this area right now, and we've always wanted to get downtown in Syracuse. We had the opportunity because somebody backed out of this location, and we basically took it over, so it was good.
Emil Vakiev is happy that Five Guys opened up on the Hill, giving students like him another place to eat.
And it's a great chance to have like something new on campus, because everywhere else I've been like multiple times, and I just like Five Guys in general, so it's a great place to go with your friends.
Vakiev grabbed lunch with 2 friends, and he was left satisfied.
I get a little bacon cheeseburger, a milkshake, and little fries.
And how was it?
Good as usual. I mean, I've been to Five Guys before when I went to West Coast, when I was in New York City, and yeah, it's just a great food.
And Five Guys on South Cross will be open 7 days a week from 11 in the morning until 10 at night. Reporting live for Mornings on the Hill, I'm Manny Martinez. Guys, back to you.
Coming up here on Mornings on the Hill, libraries are being honored across the country all this week. See how SU's libraries are celebrated.
Also coming up, warmth is on the way and here to stay. Your full weather forecast after the break. Stay with us for those stories and much more here on Mornings on the Hill. Spring is definitely on the horizon. Our Samantha Croston tells us what weather we have to look forward to this week. Samantha, how's it looking out there?
I get fooled once or twice into thinking it's spring, then Syracuse gets hit with another snowstorm. But guys, I am telling you this time around, I truly think we have hit spring here in central New York. The current temperature is 50 degrees. And it is expected to steadily increase throughout the day, hitting a high of 68 degrees. You're looking at a lot of vitamin D later with no clouds in sight to try and block out that much needed sun. And if you still don't believe me that spring is here, take a look at this. The high temperatures for tomorrow will be in the 70s. It's expected to get as high as 77 degrees. All sun, no shade, and hardly any wind. Folks, if there is one day this week you can get outside, choose Thursday. And the amazing part about it is that this weather will continue into the weekend. On Friday, you're looking at a high of 69, and on Saturday, a high of 73. A relatively low chance of rain for both of those days. Sunday is the only day this weekend that doesn't look too swell, so take Sunday to recoup and watch a movie inside. Looking ahead to next week, it'll be cloudy and rainy pretty much every day, so folks, I am telling you, do not take this week's weather for granted. Reporting live for Mornings on the Hill, I'm Samantha Croston.
It's National Library Week, and SU's libraries are hosting virtual events to celebrate. Sally Walkup tells us what events we can look forward to all week.
Syracuse libraries have not let COVID slow down their event planning. They have a full week of events for the entire campus. Today, from noon to 5, they're hosting a virtual living library. 13 members of the SU community from different backgrounds will share their personal stories in 20-minute discussions. Library Marketing and Communication Director Christina Haddam says this is something everyone can enjoy.
So there's really a wide variety of book topics, something for everyone, and it's a great way to encourage dialogue and to hear other people's experiences.
She says the event celebrates our community's diversity.
And this gives you an opportunity, even if it's only 20 minutes or 40 minutes, to hear what it might feel like to walk in someone else's shoes.
On April 8th, the iSchool has partnered with the libraries to host an information literacy event at noon. The libraries will provide resources to help students avoid misinformation and find legitimate sources. The final event is the Regional Holt Prize Summit on April 9th. It's hosted by the SU Library's Blackstone Launchpad. The Holt Prize is a competition that sources ideas from university students to fix social issues. It's hosted in 100 places around the world, and Syracuse is one of only 3 hosts in North America. A distinguished panel of judges and speakers are featured throughout the day. The winners of this round will go on to compete in a competition hosted by the United Nations. Haddam says all week long you can use the hashtag MyLibraryIs on your social media for a chance to win a $100 Visa gift card. She also said stop by the info desk at Byrd Library to receive a free SU Libraries pen, highlighter, or mini notepad. For Mornings on the Hill, I'm Sally Walkup. Back to you.
TED Talk is coming to Syracuse University this Thursday for its annual conference. The event's theme this year is the Age of New Enlightenment. A series of students and faculty members will be speaking about a variety of topics that challenge ideas from the past. The event will be held from 4 to 7 p.m. and will be live streamed at the Westcott Theater.
Overnight, New York State senators finally passed the state budget. The budget was 6 days late as it was due by the start of April. The new state budget will increase state funding by billions of dollars. The budget also includes tax hikes for the wealthy, legislation surrounding sports betting, and small business release from the pandemic. In more statewide news, last week, Governor Cuomo announced that New York State would legalize marijuana. So what does this mean for New Yorkers? Well, now that it's legal, New Yorkers can smoke marijuana in public places where cigarette smoking is allowed. It is still currently illegal in schools, workplace, and other locations where tobacco is illegal. The next steps are establishing the Office of Cannabis Management and the Cannabis Control Board. They will be responsible for regulating the use of sales of marijuana. The state will also expand its medical marijuana program, and people 21 and older will eventually be allowed to grow the plant. Although marijuana is legal to smoke, the selling of it can take up to 2 years. Municipalities will be able to opt out of hosting marijuana businesses, but they cannot prohibit the use of it. The state also plans on setting up marijuana lounges and delivery programs.
The Syracuse music scene has one rising star about to head out on a 100-stop summer road trip. Our Sierra writer has the story on Sydney Irving and the Mojo.
You don't wanna see me, somebody.
Only a senior in high school, and Sydney Irving has already released 3 albums with her band.
The first single off the record, and it's kind of about finding hope when you feel like there's just not anymore. And I think rain is kind of a metaphor for that, because before the rain there's like, it's not super great, and then with the storm, then it washes all the pain away, and then you can step into the light and just feel good again.
She may be young, but for Irving, writing songs from personal experience is key.
I tend to find inspiration somehow on my bedroom floor, on my rug, and I write all my songs there.
Irving draws that inspiration from the likes of her musical idols, Tom Petty, The Struts, and The Doors. And she describes her sound as...
I would call it indie rock. The new record, Relax with Beans, is kind of my first endeavor into indie rock for me. And so it's really exciting to kind of change gears and try something a little different, and I'm loving it so far.
Sydney Irving and the Mojo taking that sound on the road this summer. The stop the band is most excited for is when they open up for well-known country duo Thompson Square. just one step along the way to becoming a household name.
I hope to continue to play my own songs and have people connect to the words that I write and want to sing along with them.
Talented young artist, and I just downloaded some of her music on Apple Music. You can too on Spotify and Apple Music. Just head to her website, sydneyirvingmusic.com, for all the information, plus some upcoming shows in the area. Reporting live, I'm Sierra Ryder for Mornings on the Hill. Back to you.
Still to come here on Mornings on the Hill.
Syracuse men's basketball lands a big recruit and a look into the Masters this year. What you need to know.
It's out with the old and in with the new for the Orange. Good morning, I'm James Cargan. The Syracuse men's and women's basketball teams have taken some serious hits in the transfer portal this offseason, but it's not rebuilding season for either team. It's reloading season, starting with the men, who are still reeling from losing star freshman Kadari Richmond to Seton Hall, but Jim Boeheim will swap him out for a Big East transfer of his own. Enter Cole Swider, who will join the Orange from Villanova and will have 2 years of eligibility remaining. The 6'9" forward shot 40% from three this past season and appeared in 77 games over the past 3 seasons for the Wildcats with 17 starts. Swider was recruited by Syracuse out of high school and says joining the Orange was meant to be. The women are making moves as well, adding grad transfer Jayla Thornton from Howard. She is the all-time leading three-point shooter in the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference and could provide a big boost after the Orange lost the likes of Emily Engstler, Kiara Lewis, Digna Stratmana, and Amaya Finkley to transfers. Syracuse is also getting some key returnees as well, as senior Barama Sidebe missed all of this year with an injury, but will return to SU next season for his 5th year. The 6'10" center started every game in the 2019-2020 season. Now, you don't often see the number 3 team in the country coming off of an embarrassing loss, but Syracuse women's lacrosse did just that, after falling by 11 goals to top-ranked North Carolina last week. The next opponent was sure to feel their frustration taken out of them, and that opponent just so happened to be Georgetown. We pick it up still in the first half, and it's already 7-0 Orange, and they were not done, with Jenna Markey scoring her first career goal to make it 8, and Markey was not done herself. Just a few minutes later, she gets the pass from Emily Ale and fires it for her 2nd career goal. And then just for good measure, Emma Terrell smashes home her 3rd goal of the first half. Syracuse led 13-2 at the break and wound up winning it 15-10. A tradition unlike any other, the Masters returns to Augusta tomorrow in the wake of Major League Baseball moving the All-Star game out of Georgia over voting legislation. Reporter Doug Cortez joins me now. Doug, what's the fallout going to be like at Augusta from the new law?
Well, James, Masters Chairman Fred Ridley is certainly going to be asked about that voting bill later today at his pre-tournament press conference. It's not clear yet what his stance will be, but the PGA Tour announced it will not move the championship from Atlanta later this year. Well, there's a couple guys that I like. Jordan Spieth, coming off a win in the Texas Open. If he can keep putting like he did last weekend, he's got a real shot to win his 2nd Masters tournament. I also like Bryson DeChambeau. He can obviously take advantage of the 4 par 5s on the course with his long drives, and if he can keep hitting his irons well, he's going to be a tough one to beat. Par 5s on this par 5s on the course with the Bryson DeChambeau is going to be a tough one to beat for sure. James, back to you.
Thank you, Doug. Governor Cuomo and the state legislature agreed on a budget proposal last night, which would include legalizing online sports gambling. The move is an attempt to bring in revenue for the state, but concerns linger about how this would affect current gambling agreements with the state's Native American reservations. That'll do it for sports. Troy, back to you.
Coming up after the break, we will hear again from singer Sydney Irving.
In the light, let it die.
Welcome back. As we promised, we'll leave you this half hour with more from Sydney Irving.
In the light, let it die, rest in all delusion, too far off to come near. Just hardly the colors start making out clear. They
How great was that, Troy? I was dancing in my seat listening to it.
It was a creative video. All this music talk has me excited about concerts actually coming back.
I totally agree. What's the best concert you've ever been to?
Without a question, I'll probably have to say Beyonce and Jay-Z. I love seeing Queen Bee and Holt take the stage. Any favorite concert of yours?
I love The Weeknd. I mean, we saw him take over the stage at the Super Bowl this past February, but I love the way he goes out there and just dominates. And I love his music too. What do you think about that, Troy?
No, I agree. And Travis Scott was another good one. Astro World had me out of my seat the entire time.
When did you see him?
It was about last year. It was sometime last year. Not last year, the year before that. He actually came to Detroit and performed at Ford Field. So it was an amazing concert. I'd love to be at it. But that's going to do it for us this Wednesday here on Mornings on the Hill. I'm Troy Rose. Be sure to follow us on social media.
And I'm Daniel Baldwin. Thanks so much for watching Orange Nation. We'll see you next Wednesday live here at 10 a.m. right here on OTN.